Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going fishing in this video at all, even though I would like to. But today video is about a bunch of cool stuff that I ordered and one specific company where I just recently became a member to. I want to encourage everybody out there to become a member to this company. This company over the last month has saved me a tremendous amount of money. You guys could probably tell already by the two boxes that I have here in front of me which company that is, but we're going to talk today about shopkarls.com. I subscribed to this company, became a member. It cost me $49 for the whole year. And for those $49, I got about 30% off on everything that you see on this table. Here we got some new baits that I just added to my tackle. I have my jig box with a bunch of jigs that I didn't even have before. And now I have a whole jig tackle box thanks to shopkarls.com. We also have 3 rods that we also bought on shopkarls.com but one is still coming in the mail, and that's the go-to rod for the giveaway. It should be here sometime next week, so that be happening once we hit 100 subscribers. But before I start showing you guys all the new cool stuff that I am adding to my arsenal, my tackle and stuff like that, I want to encourage everybody to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notification bells and hit the like button. It helps me and it helps the channel, so that way we can get this channel growing. Not only growing, but people that aren't familiar with Gamebred Fishing Channel can find it and review the content that I put out on this channel. So it cannot be possible to make that happen unless if you guys subscribe to the channel. So the subscribers that I do have on this channel, I want to tell you guys I appreciate every single one of you. You know, thank you so much for the support. Just keep referring people to the channel. I'm trying my best to put out some of the best content, but at the same time I'm still growing and I'm still learning about the whole YouTube and video editing and stuff like that. So this channel one day will be a great channel. So if you want to be a part of something great, I suggest you become a part of the family now, and grow with me. Okay, I'm inviting you guys to grow with me. All right, but we're gonna try to make this video very short. I don't want to bore you guys with just showing you tackle and stuff like that. I'm actually redoing this video because I had to delete the footage from the original unboxing that I did for this video, because the sun, everything was just went wrong in that video, and I really didn't like how everything turned out, and I just scrapped the whole thing because, like I said, I want to give you guys, you know, great content. All of this stuff is brand new, and everything that I'm gonna show you today I got at shopkarls.com. Again, I'm gonna tell you exactly how much I paid for everything and how much it goes for retail, whether it's at the store or if you're not a member at shopkarls.com. So we're going to start with the baits, and then I'll move on to the 3 rods that I have, which I am super excited about the 3 rods that I have, because this is a company that I absolutely love their products. Like in my opinion, there's no better company out there than this company, and I enjoy using their baits, and they came out with some rods late last year, and I just couldn't wait to get my hands on them. So let's go ahead and get to showing you the cool stuff that I got. I'm gonna start with the stuff that's right here in the front, then we're gonna get into the boxes, then I'm gonna show you the jig box, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the rods. Okay, so for one, I had got some Yodo worms. There's 10,000 fish. I think this was like 2 and some change. Retail goes for about like $5, I believe. I actually have 3 colors. I have the black and blue flake. I have the white silver flake, and I also have a pack of watermelon red, which should be in one of these boxes. If you want to get on a good clickbait bite and want your bait to have maximum action, I suggest pairing them up with a Yodo worm. The action on this thing is phenomenal. The next thing I have, and I'm gonna show you all 3 packs at the same time, is the Shimmer Shad. I'm a huge drop shot guy, especially like when it's cold towards the winter time. There's nothing that slays fish more than a drop shot when it's cold. So here I got 3 colors. This is the blue shad, this is the violet shad, and this is the ghost shad. You could use these as a fluke as well, which I love throwing flukes. And again, it's made by 10,000 Fish. Moving on to box number 1. There goes the other pack of the Yodo worms, the watermelon red, a clickbait, Lake Fort. These are like some fluke type baits. I don't Live Magic shad. It looks like it's like a watermelon red on the top and then like a white pearl on the bottom. We also have a Jenko Fishing buzzbait. Not really sure too much about this one. I prefer the Hummer by Guggen Squad. That's pretty much the only buzzbait I throw. The rest of the items in here were already out the packages, so you're gonna see them individually out the package. But the first thing that I got was the Hound. I believe this is like a bluegill pattern. It's a walking bait, top water. The second thing that I had gotten in the mail was the Blooper by the Guggen Squad. You know, Guggen Squad is a huge company that I use on this channel. So, you know, anything that has to do with Guggen, I don't think twice about buying that. I know it's going to be quality, especially because of the fact that they work with Catch Co. And a lot of their baits shopcarls.com sells. So we got the Blooper. We actually have 2 of them, one in black, one in white. The white one you're going to see here in a minute because I already had it tied on another video that I was doing that will come out after you guys see this video. One bait that came in the mail and I was super excited about was this guy right here. This is the Biospawn Rattlebot. This is actually the crawl one. The other one that they have, the eyes are in the front, but this one, the eyes are actually in the back of it. And as you're working in through that through the water, it actually looks like a crawfish fleeing. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. Another bait that I just recently looked up and started doing research on, and you know, trying to see, because I'm not really a big swim bait guy. This is something that I'm just now trying to get into. So another bait that I absolutely saw and fell in love with for the first time, and they have multiple colors, is this guy right here. It's the Headhunter by 10,000 Fish. This is actually the sweet and sour sunfish. The colors on this thing is just crazy. Like, it looks so realistic. And I actually bought 2 of these on the bigger size, 2 of these on the smaller size. The 2 colors that I had on the bigger size was the sweet and sour sunfish, which is this one right here, and the License to Gill. Now, I can't show you the License to Gill one because unfortunately I already took it out fishing, and we hooked into a big fish, and I actually lost that fish. You're going to see that footage here in the next couple videos that are going to come out after you see this one. But when I casted it back out there 2-3 times, I looked and the hook actually broke, like the whole tip of the hook. And I actually ripped it apart trying to see if there was a way to replace the hook. And after I ripped it all apart to find out how I can change the hook, I realized that the hook is changeable, and it was actually more simple than what I thought, and I didn't have to rip the whole swim bait up. So I went ahead and ordered another one. That one's gonna come in the mail already, but we do have the smaller sizes together. This is the big one is 4 3-inch at 1 ounce, and these are 3/4 inches at ½ ounce. This is actually the sweet and sour sunfish, which is pretty much the smaller version of the big one I just showed you, and this one is the License to Gill. This one was actually the one that broke, just a bigger size. But moving on to my jig box. Okay, I'm not going to show you the clickbaits. This is really the only clickbait that I recently just got in the mail. The rest of them I already own. But I want to show you, I'm not going to go through all these jigs, but I'm going to show you some of the jigs that I got. And to be honest, these jigs, I think I paid like about maybe $2 a piece for them on shopcarls.com. If I would have bought these at Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy Sport here in Central Florida, I probably would have ended up paying like $5 or $6 per each one. But this one is called the Gridiron jig. It's a football head jig, and I'm really big on jigs. Know I haven't really made too many videos. I haven't made any videos on this channel on jigs, but this is a jig that I look forward to throwing. This is actually a 3/8 ounce. I also got them in 1/2 ounce, the same color. I fish a lot of ponds, so a 3/8 ounce at a smaller pond, 10 feet or less, will actually be more effective. Anything over 10 feet, I suggest throwing a 1/2 ounce, just because you could feel the bottom a little bit better. But this is actually the peanut butter and jelly. This is the green pumpkin. This is a black and blue. You know how I feel about black and blue. And this one is actually Okeechobee Craw. Like I said, I have both sizes, 3/8 ounce and 1/2 ounce. Moving on to the next pair of jigs that I bought, the same thing. I have them in 3/16 ounce, and I also have them in a 1/4 ounce, and it's the finesse jig. So this one is a bluegill pattern. This is actually the 3/16 ounce one. You know, I've been wanting to get some of these for a long time, but never really came around to purchasing them. I started just buying other stuff instead. But this one is a green pumpkin. This one is a black and blue. And this one is a Okeechobee Craw. I like Okeechobee Craw, or I started liking the color because of the fact that I throw a lot of black and blue, dirty water. You have a little bit of that green pumpkin in there, and then the blue skirts as well, which is very good for dirty water. So I decided to get that color as well, have an alternative color. If the black and blue is not getting bit, we could give them a little bit, something a little bit more natural with the green pumpkin and the Okeechobee Craw color. That's why I went ahead and got those. But that's it for the jigs. Everything else in here I already own. I just got some click baits. I got some swim jigs. I also have some 6 Sense swim jigs in here, and some hybrid jigs from 6 Sense that I bought before I even started this YouTube channel. But moving on to the most exciting part of this, okay, is the rods. And I bought one reel. The first rod that I have is the Googan Squad Twitch. Okay, it's a 6'9" medium moderate. As you see, it has the white popper on there that I told you that I also got in the mail. I already used this in the video. Unfortunately, it didn't get munched, but it was still kind of fun to get out and throw this thing around. I have it paired up with my Laser TXS, and I feel that it pairs up really nice. I went ahead and changed the handles, EVA foam with cork, to match the EVA foam with cork grips on the rods. So I feel like this looks phenomenal. On that one, I have 12-pound fluorocarbon. The next rod I want to get into is the Googan Squad Go-To rod. This is actually the rod that me and my wife are going to be giving away. Not this specific one, but one just like this. Like I said, we already ordered it. I've been having a little bit of trouble with my post office here, my local post office. They just been delivering packages to the wrong places. So, I just, I want to make sure that I receive that fishing pole, because that fishing pole is going to be for one of you guys out there. Any one of you guys, anybody has a chance to win it. But I have this paired up with my reactor reel. And, I also changed the EVA foam, or the grips on this one, to EVA foam with cork to match the rod. And this one, I actually already caught fish on it. I love this rod, and I'm actually gonna buy the Go series here very soon, so that way I have all 5 of the green, all 5 of the gold. So but this rod, I could tell you that it is phenomenal. I caught like a 1-pound fish on it the other day, and it felt like it was a 2.5, 3-pound fish on it. The sensitivity on this rod is so amazing on all of these rods that I would recommend these rods to anybody. One good thing that I absolutely loved about the Green Series rod is the ruler that comes on the side of it. So if you don't have a scale, you can always measure your fish, and you can find out if it's what's the weight by the measurement. One item that I forgot to mention when I was showing you everything in the boxes were these glasses. If you see my unboxing video, well, a small unboxing video I did with my wife, I have the black and gray ones. Now I have the color ones. So I had to get another pair of them. I absolutely love these things. If you're looking for some quality glasses, I strongly recommend these because at the ending of the day, you can see better through the water, and it's just phenomenal to have some fishing glasses, you know. Plus, it's sexy with the black and green, man. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, it matches with the rods. So if you have the rods and the glasses, you're fishing in style. But last but not least, this is a two-part purchase. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you guys and talk to you guys is the reel. I actually wanted to invest in a new company. You know, I've been fishing with Luz since the first time I even started bass fishing. Also wanted to try different brands. I'm not trying to trash or bash Luz. I recommend their rods and reels to everybody. I actually had my whole family buying Luz before the Guggen rods came out. But I'll be honest, I'm huge on Guggen. So if these rods would have came out before I started bass fishing, my first rod and reel combo, or my first rod at least, would have been a Guggen Squad rod. You know, I've been using Guggen bait since the first day that I started bass fishing. But anyway, back to the rod and reel combo. So I have the Shimano Corrado K here. I love this thing, man. It casts so smooth. A lot of people, the reviews that I seen on this was all about how heavy it is. But to be honest, guys, if you pair this up with a Go reaction rod or any of the Guggen rods, you're not even gonna tell the difference on the weight of the reel. The rod is so light that it kind of goes really well together. You know, I cast this thing no problem. I could fish it all day. It doesn't like get me uncomfortable or anything like that. But I got that paired up with my Go Series reaction rod. This is a 7.2 medium moderate. As you see, I was throwing a swim jig the other day around on it, you know, and had a couple bites on it, but you know, we ended up not really landing any fish on it, but we're not gonna stop trying. But yeah, guys, you know, I strongly recommend everybody to invest in these Guggen rods. Uh, the gold one is actually super sexy. I'm a huge fan of black and gold, and I love the fact that it has the black on black there with the Guggen Squad, and you know that it's just a sexy rod, man. You know, and then on top of that, the Corrado K is all black. You know, you kind of got like the matte black right here, the shiny black right there, and then you have like the little gold tension knob right there. So you know, hey, nothing goes better than this combo right here paired up together. That reel is actually a 6.2 to 1. I got it a little bit of a really low profile just because of the fact that sometimes when throwing crankbaits or lipless and stuff like that, I kind of tend to like really burn it. And that reel is going to guarantee me that I actually slow it down. You know, I'm still kind of learning about some of the baits that I'm getting into to throw. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that I can go ahead and slow it down. And if I got to speed it up, I could just crank that thing and no problem, you know. So, but that's the new cool stuff that I got. I got some other stuff that are coming in as well, and I also subscribe to the mystery tackle boxes. So, you know, that was kind of epic. My first box was great. When I tell you, I pretty much wanted everything that came on that box. I just received my second box yesterday. I opened it, loved everything that came in there, but I didn't show it in this video because that's actually going to be used for another video that's going to come out soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys invest in shopkarls.com. Like I said, it saved me a ton of money. The rods are $150 retail. On shopkarls.com, I paid $119 for the gold one. The green series were $100 retail. I paid $80 for it, and the Shimano Corrado K was actually $179.99, which is actually pretty affordable to me. You know, I don't mind spending $200-300 on a reel as long as it's quality. But in return for that purchase, they actually gave me $32 in store credit. So a lot of the stuff that you see here actually came out free. you know, I used that store credit to purchase more stuff, and I believe the shimmer shads and some of those Yoda worms actually came out free. The jigs, I believe they were like $2 and some change. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and see you on the next one. Peace.